Hello and welcome to Tyrannus Gaming. Today we'll be discussing Saryn's greatest strength and her greatest weakness. Her overpowered ultimate skill, also known as miasma. I saw a commenter on another video that said Saryn's miasma is useless, and that it should be immediately subsumed. For those of you that don't know what that means, subsume means to be gotten rid of. Don't ask any more questions unless you want a spoiler. I'd also like to put that to rest by demonstrating that you're using miasma incorrectly. Before the Whispers in the Walls update and Jade update, Corrosive would simply reduce enemy armor by 80%, and Miasma would inflict useless viral procs on enemies that were immune to direct health damage. We're going to go ahead and use Miasma first. Ignore what you're seeing and listen closely. Miasma forces spores to do 4 times damage, and Spore can be cast 3 times on a single target, rapidly reducing his armor by 80%. Which means that, assuming Miasma and Spores are both doing 200 damage each, carry the 2, damage 3 times 12. Spores will be doing tens of thousands of damage to the target with exponentially grow. Well, basically it'll do exponential damage, especially while Miasma keeps inflicting 1000 damage per tick on Saryn's base default timer of 6 seconds. While 6000 damage may not seem like a lot, especially when you're dealing with Steel Path. Well, originally, Steel Path no longer boosts armor, but it does exponentially increase health damage. Well, their health. The problem with it now is that enemies have so much health, it's almost impossible to kill anything. Or at least that's what you would think before you use Saryn. Miasma will force Spores to jump so long as Miasma's duration is active while the enemy is inflicted by Spores. But you can force Spores to jump by simply using Toxic Lash on your weapon before punching the target. I would also like to point out that, no, never mind, you'll just see it. I'm sure many of you noticed that something strange about my Saryn is going on. Not the armor stripping, but that Miasma hasn't expired. With a full armor strip, Miasma's viral procs can rapidly double, and technically quadruple, potential damage output thanks to the fact that viral procs can now affect the Grineer. Mere moments ago, our Grineer friend here gave himself a vaccine which saved his life. But, unfortunately for him, Saryn gas is not a virus, so his inferior mask will not save him from my zero-tolerance policy, as I don't actually believe in the concept of survivors. As this is not a how-to-play video for my normal series, I will not expose you to some dramatic music build-up to expose you to a long-forgotten truth in Warframe history, as I'm tired of getting copyright strikes from copyright-free songs off copyright-free channels. Let's go show you the laundry list of mods I have enabled, and I hope it doesn't overwhelm you. These Archon shards allow the enemy to be completely armor stripped, but are not necessary unless you're doing Steel Path.